Hey trainers, what's up and welcome to the lab. And if you've been here before, what's up you little lab rat? How's my Mischief Maker gang doing? I hope you're all having a great day. See, if you subscribe to the channel, you get an extra greeting, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and then I'm talking to you and we can become friends. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Kyurem VMAX deck. Now this is a take on the Palkia VStar deck using Kyurem VMAX. And it is so much better than I thought it would be. I really wasn't looking forward to making this video. And then I just had a great time playing this deck. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So let's go ahead and check out what makes this deck tick. Come on, let's go. Okay, trainers, here we are looking at the Kyurem VMAX deck. It's a little bit of Kyurem VMAX, it's a little bit of Palkia VStar, and a little bit of other fun little cards sprinkled in there. So let's start with the star of the show, Kyurem VMAX. Now, Kyurem VMAX is a VMAX Pokemon, meaning your opponent will take 3 prizes when it's knocked out. So keep that in mind. 330 HP, though, makes this thing quite a monster to take out. It's doing 120 damage for 3 energies, which isn't that great for Max Frost, but you may discard any amount of water energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 50 more damage for each energy discarded in this way. Now this is crazy because this is kind of similar to Mewtwo V-Star, where you discard energies from a Pokemon to do more damage. But Mewtwo V-Star you can discard from anyone, so you don't have to discard from Mewtwo. But it has a cap on how much you can discard. This doesn't. You can load this up with a bunch of energies, like 7 energies, and choose to discard 3 energies, hitting for 270 damage, right? If you discard 4 energies, you're hitting for 320 damage. That's pretty crazy. And then it has an ability which makes it even better, called Glaciated World. Once during your turn, you discard the top card of your deck, and if it's a water type, you may attach it to one of your Pokemon. Not this Pokemon, any of your Pokemon. You can accelerate onto a Greninja, onto a Palkia, onto an Inteleon. Is your Crobat V out and you need to switch it out, put an energy on it and switch it out. It is so good to be able to accelerate energy in this way. Now it evolves from Kyurem V, 220 HP, 1 water energy for rapid freeze. Attach any number of water energies from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. If you're going second and your Kyurem V is out first and you have a hand of energies, you can basically get everybody set up and ready to go. And then for 3 water energies, Frost Smash for 140 damage. And it's very rare that a V Pokemon is hitting a little bit harder than its VMAX form, but in this case we do have it. The VMAX form can, of course, hit much harder than the V, but 140 damage for 3 energies is pretty good in my book. Now, of course, we got Palkia V-Star, 2 water energies for Subspace Swell, 60 damage, plus 20 damage for each benched Pokemon, counting yours and your opponent's. 20 times 5 is 10, being 100, hitting for a maximum of 260 damage. In its V-Star power V-Star portal, you may attach 3 water energies from your discard to any water Pokemon that you may like. It's honestly a solid card, 280 HP, hard to knock out, doing pretty good damage for just 2 energies. And it's a good way to get a surprise Greninja attack in, very strong. Of course, evolving from Palkia V, 220 HP, 1 water energy for Rule the Region, which lets you search your deck for a stadium card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Then 2 water energies, 1 colorless for Hydro Break for 200 damage, but during your next turn, you cannot attack. You are trying to get this into the V-Star as fast as possible because that 1 energy that you put down for Hydro Break, the extra one, kind of becomes a waste once you have a V-Star out. So we prefer the V-Star of the Palkia. And our last main secondary attacker is Inteleon V. Now, Inteleon V is starting to see a lot of play lately because of its ability Emperor's Eyes. As long as this Pokemon is in your active spot, your opponent's basic Pokemon in play have no abilities. So if it's on the table and it's a basic Pokemon, all V Pokemon, V-Star Pokemon, VMAX Pokemon, and Radiant Pokemon all have rule boxes. So they all still have their abilities. Radiant Greninja can still concealed cards. Crobat can still draw 6 cards, stuff like that. But this shuts off the new Lost Zone engine. That's what this does. Comfy, no abilities. Oranguru, no abilities. It's very good. And also, it's a move lets you set up your bench Pokemon while you're swinging every turn. So for 1 water and 2 colorless, you get Swirling Slice, 130 damage, but you move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. So if you can get this thing charged up and swinging early, maybe on turn 2, it's worth doing so because while you're swinging with Inteleon on every turn doing damage, you're also setting up your Kyurem in the back. You're setting up your Palkia V in the back. You might be setting up a Greninja in the back. You can do whatever you want. And you're not really wasting energy. You attach it to the Inteleon, you attack, and it moves. Very good. I like this card a lot. It's a very fun tech card and a very fun thing to keep in mind. Also, the new card art is very nice. I really like the phalanx and the Mindfu in the back. It looks very nice. And for our last secondary attacker slash supporter, we have Radiant Greninja. 130 HP, ability concealed cards, discard an energy card from your hand, draw 2. And for 2 water, 1 colorless, Moonlight Shuriken, you discard 2 energy on this Pokemon, and then you do 90 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. They can be on the bench, they can be active, it doesn't matter. You do not apply weakness or resistance for benched Pokemon. You can snipe Sobbles, you can snipe Drizziles, you can snipe Galarian Zigzagoons. It's very effective at taking out those little Pokemon very quickly. Now for some more of our supporters, we of course have Crobat V, Dark Asset, put it into play, draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. All he's here for, 1 energy retreat cost, so not too bad if he gets bossed or escape roped out, so pretty good card. And now we have Oranguru, and Oranguru really helps this deck out a lot. So your main bench, in my opinion, is going to look like your active Pokemon. You're going to want a Radiant Greninja, a Kyurem, a Palkia, and an Oranguru. Now the Oranguru is important because if you have an energy in your hand, you can Primate Wisdom and you switch the top card of your deck with that energy. And then you can use Glaciated World with Kyurem, which you discard the top card of your deck. And if it's a water energy, you may attach it. You may always know if there's a water energy on top of your deck with Oranguru, which will help you accelerate faster. Very fun, very good, very solid. Now, I really like this deck. This deck, it can go first, it can go second. It doesn't really matter because you have answers for everything. You can start with Inteleon V out. If you know you're going up against a Lost Zone deck, that might be a really good idea to do. It's really fun when you flip over your active and you're going second and your Inteleon V's out and they have a Comfy out and they just can't do anything. They literally draw a card, and if they don't have an energy, they pass. And it is so satisfying when that happens. And it feels like one of those decks that just has an answer for everything. And also, I don't think it's that complex to play. Your main game plan is to charge up your Kyurem VMAX and get 2 energies on your Palkia VStar. Because you're basically trying to use 2 Kyurem VMAXs, maybe a Palkia VStar, maybe an Inteleon V, maybe 1 of each. It doesn't really matter. So you're getting energies onto the Kyurem VMAX by using the Oranguru to put the energies from your deck back on top of your deck, to use Glaciated World to be able to accelerate the energy back onto your Kyurem or your Palkia or your Inteleon. You don't have to put it all on your Kyurem. And then you swing with the Inteleon and the energy flips around and you can just get everything charged up and just smoothly. It's a very smooth power ramp. And I really like that about this deck. But let me tell you about the trainer cards we're taking to help the deck really perform and show how good it is. So we're bringing Battle VIP Pass. You can only use it on your first turn, and you search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, and you put them on your bench. Then you shuffle your deck. Now, remember, you don't want to be pulling out your Crobat Vs with this because it won't activate the ability. You want to pull out probably your Radiant Greninja and your Kyurem first if you don't have a Kyurem in play. And then if you find out you're against a Lost Zone deck, you don't have Inteleon, maybe you want to pull out an Inteleon. You definitely want to get your Oranguru out, but there's no point in getting Oranguru out until you have your Kyurem VMAX ready to go pretty much. So that's kind of my order of operations. I always look at whatever card. Let's assume I have Inteleon in play. I will grab a Radiant Greninja. I will grab a Kyurem. And then if I have a second Battle VIP Pass, I will grab out a Palkia V and I'll grab out an Oranguru. And if I have something else in play, that's kind of the order of operations for me. And also keep in mind, if you go second, we are bringing Iridas in this deck because this is a water deck. You can use Irida to grab a Battle VIP Pass, so keep that in mind. Very strong. Of course, this is a water deck, so of course we're bringing Capacious Bucket. This allows us to bring less energies in our deck because we can search them out with this card. It's very good because you get 2 energies for it, which means you can concealed cards one of them, and then you can Oranguru the other to accelerate it with Glaciated World, or you can attach in the Glaciated World. That's 2 energy acceleration, 1 turn. Very strong. Now we have energy retrieval. This allows us to, again, bring less energies, clogging up the deck a little bit less, and also being able to recycle the energies, because we are recycling a lot of energies in this deck. It's a lot of discard energies, reattach energies, discard, reattach. And we're bringing evolution in sense because we have Palkia VStar, we have Kyurem VMAX. Main reasons: get those guys evolved as fast as possible, do what you gotta do. We're bringing Hisuian Heavy Ball because I never leave home without it. And it honestly, it is such a relief to be able to play a card and be able to look at all your prizes. Yeah, you can do it in your head and kind of guess a little bit when you're going through your deck. But for me, it's so much easier to be able to look at my prizes and play around it that way. Oh, both of my bosses are prized. I got to do something about that. So kind of like those situations. It helps me and my brain to remember things better. Now we're bringing a Lost Vacuum because Path to the Peak destroys this deck. You do not want Path in play because you can't use your Glaciated World. You can't use your concealed cards. And then your Rangaroo kind of just becomes worthless. And you can't use your Star Portal either. The VStar ability, you can't use it. So Lost Vacuum allows us to remove the Path to the Peak, and we have some other ways to remove it as well. Now we're bringing Quick Balls because we do have a ton of basic Pokemon in this deck. We got the Crobat, the Oranguru, the Inteleon, Palkia V, Kyurem V, Radiant Greninja. So this lets us dig those out of our deck and throw them down. It also lets us thin out our hand and our deck, so we're not drawing into things we don't want to if we get Marnied or something. Now we are bringing a switch, so we can kind of switch things around. If you have your Inteleon out, you want to bring out your Palkia, you know the gist. You switcheroony doony, if you will. Are bringing Ultra Balls. This is mainly to grab out your VMAX and your VStar. You can also use it to grab anything else out in a pinch, but those are the main reasons that I use them in this deck. Now we have Training Court. We got a couple of these. This lets us recycle the energy for concealed cards with the Radiant Greninja. So one energy is always just constantly discarded and re-put into the hand to discard again. And also it knocks out Path to the Peaks. So this is this gives us 3 ways to get rid of Path to the Peak. Now, if they have 4 paths and they put down that 4th one, you better be winning the game at that point. Of course, we're bringing Boss's Orders so we can switch out our opponent's benched Pokemon with their active. Very good, very fun card. I like it a lot. Of course, we're bringing Irida because this is a water deck. It lets you search for 1 water Pokemon as well as 1 item card. You reveal them and then you shuffle your deck. You put them into your hand and you can use them. Remember, if you're going second and you have an Irida, guess what? That means you have a Battle VIP pass. So keep that in mind. Also a good way to get out your Capacious Buckets. Good way to get out your Palkia V-Star, your Kyurem VMAX. Very good. And of course, this is a water deck, so we're bringing Melanie. This allows us to attach an energy card from our discard pile to one of our Pokemon V. And if we do that, we may draw 3 cards. Now this card is great because we are putting so much water energy in the discard with Kyurem VMAX's attack with concealed cards. So this lets us get multiple uses out of those water energies while also being nice draw support. And then we are bringing Nessa. This lets you put 4 of any water Pokemon or energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. It's not an and or situation where you can only choose Pokemon or only choose energy. You can choose whatever you want and put it in your hand from your discard. Now we're also bringing some air balloons. This is to give us some switching things, such as Inteleon only has a 2 retreat cost and Palkia V-Star only has a 2 retreat cost, Radiant Greninja, Crobat, you know. And of course we're bringing Choice Belt so we can hit for an extra 30 damage because you are hitting for 270 if you discard 3 energies off of the Kyurem, I believe, right? 120 plus 150 is 270. So so you can hit 300 with Choice Belt, which lets you knock out the Arceus V-Stars, the Palkia V-Stars. So that's why this is here. And of course, we're bringing water energies in this water deck. So there you guys go. That's the deck. I did not expect to like this deck, if I'm going to be completely honest. I thought everyone was overhyping it. I really wasn't looking forward to making this video. And then I played it and I had a really good time. So I hope you guys enjoyed as well. If you do make this deck, please let me know down in the comments below. But let me go ahead and show you a few matches of this guy really stepping it up in action. Let's go check it out. Comfy, eh? All right, let's go ahead and battle VIP out the Radiant Greninja, I think, and the Inteleon. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and Capacious Bucket and grab out 2 energies. We're going to attach to retreat right here for the Inteleon, shutting off the Lost Zone. And we will also concealed cards. We get an Origin Form Palkia. That's great. And I think I Quick Ball away a Melanie. Let's Quick Ball away the Melanie. Yeah, I like that. And let's put out a Kyurem V. And I'm kind of out of things to do, so we'll just go ahead and end our turn. Cool thing is we can get Kyurem VMAX out next turn and start accelerating energies very quickly. We have concealed cards as well. We have the Melanie as well. Really depends what we draw into. I'm kind of hoping for an energy here. It looks like we're against the Giratina, but he can't really do flower selecting right now. We got him shut off. He's going to use Escape Rope. That's kind of a bummer. Let's put out Palkia. If I need to, I could just start swinging next turn. It's not a big deal. If he wants to play it that way, we'll play it that way. We got the Melanie, we have the energy, we have the Ultra Ball to grab out a Palkia VStar. I'm not worried. We will take a prize next turn. If we get a bosses, we can also pull out the Giratina. Doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 180 damage right now. With Palkia. Training Court goes away. Okay. Air Balloon switches, right? That's my guess. Radiant Greninja. Okay. Now, I could have brought out the Crobat and attached an energy and retreated for the Inteleon again, but I don't really think I wanted to do that, if I'm going to be completely honest. So we get a Melanie. So let's use the Melanie to attach here to draw 3. Go ahead and use the Radiant Greninja to discard and draw 2. We do get the Palkia VStar, which is kind of what I was looking for. And I will also... Do I need the Irida? I don't think I do. We're going to definitely attach there. We are now going to Ultra Ball away the Ultra Ball and the Irida. I think we're going to do that to grab out the Kyurem VMAX. So now we can start accelerating energies. Hopefully we can start getting some energies from the top of our deck. Capacious Bucket, that sucks. Okay, that's why I need a Rangaroo out. We'll take Knockout. Subspace Swell, taking Knockout, 200 damage. Gives us an energy. Evo Incense. We don't really need Evo Incense anymore, but we do have Melanie, which is quite nice. Start charging up either the Kyurem or the Inteleon. I think I'll start charging the Inteleon. I think that makes the most sense. $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, $120, $180 damage coming out. We do have a bosses. But do I bosses now, or do I think I do bosses now. I think I boss out the Giratina to put damage on it with the Palkia. And then I think I also use Star Portal as well to charge up the Inteleon or the Kyurem. I think that makes quite a bit of sense to me. Second Giratina comes out. Okay, not a problem. And we get the Rangaroo, which is pretty cool, actually. I'm going to go ahead and tuck the Melanie away. We get an Irida. Let's... Do I boss out the Giratina? I think I do. I think I boss out this Giratina. I think I hit Star Portal to attach to the Inteleon. And then I think I just go ahead and hit a Subspace Swell. For 220 damage, taking Knockout. Giving us 2 prizes. Quite nice. Okay, so we got another Irida. We got a Kyurem VMAX, which we don't need. Too bad this Crobat's taking up bench space, but what you gonna do? So we're gonna draw into Melanie next turn, which I think we're gonna use Melanie next turn to pop it on the Kyurem. Actually, though, we could... That doesn't really help us, does it? I was gonna say we could grab a bosses out, but I don't really have a way to do that right now. But we don't have... Actually, we don't have any energies in here. We need a Capacious Bucket. Yeah. That's what we need. Okay. Mirage Gate. He's going to start accelerating energies here, which is fine. Giratina's fully accelerated. But it's not a VMAX yet, or VStar yet. Let's see what we draw into. The Melanie, right? I forgot. Let's play the Irida. Let's grab out a Capacious Bucket. And let's just grab out another water Pokemon, I guess. It doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and use the Capacious Bucket to grab out 2 energy. We're going to go ahead and concealed cards. for 1 energy. We get a Hisuian Heavy Ball. There's our other bosses in there, but we'll go ahead and grab out the Palkia as well. I think I just attach here, right? I could Primate Wisdom away the energy. We get an Air Balloon. And then I could go ahead and do that. And we can go ahead and pop that on the Inteleon. So the Inteleon's now fully charged up. Ready to rock and roll. And I think I just swing and take knockout here. This is most likely going to go down. We could actually do this instead. And I could use Swirling Slice and start getting my Kyurem VMAX charged up. I kind of like that idea. And we get another water energy, which is really good for us. All right, we're going to see if he gets out his VStar and if he takes the Inteleon. And if he does, that's fine, because we have the Palkia. We can put down another Palkia to buff up our damage. We won't have knockout, though. Okay. He can't use Star Requiem. He has to use Impact, which is fine. How many energies do I have to get rid of to hit 280? 150. That's 270, right? I'm 10 off. If I attach, if I Melanie, that's 3. I need 1 more energy to get knockout on this Giratina VStar next turn with Kyurem VMAX. We could Irida and grab another Capacious, maybe? Because if we could do all 3 steps, if we could put the energy down, if we could use Glaciated World, and then we can Melanie, we will have knockout on this Giratina taking game, which I think we can do. He is going to take knockout here. He can't use Star Requiem. He can't use Star Requiem, so he does have to discard 2 of his energies. He does take knockout on the Inteleon. So I can't use the Irida if I want to use the Melanie, right? I think that's correct. So let's go ahead and put Palkia into play just to be safe. We get a switch. All right, I think I need to play the Melanie here. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Melanie to attach an energy here. We get a training cord, actually, which isn't that... That's actually pretty good. Because now we can attach here. We can Primate Wisdom this way. We can Choice Belt. We can go ahead and retreat for you. We can go ahead and Glaciated World. And we can go ahead and take this knockout. And we're just going to get rid of all of them. It's way overkill, but that's the last prize of the game. GG's well played, bro. 350 damage coming out from Kyurem VMAX. Very cool. Nice. Okay, Duraladon V. Totally fine. Let's grab out our Radiant Greninja and a Palkia. Let's go ahead and battle V one more time. And let's go ahead and grab out our Inteleon and not that, or our Rangaroo. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and use concealed cards onto our energy. Another Irida. We'll go ahead and Capacious Bucket right here to grab out 2 energies. And I think I just attach here to this one. Yes. Okay. We'll call that our turn. So now next turn, we could Melanie onto Kyurem. And we could attach an energy. Oh, Crushing Hammer. It does not hit. We're okay. He's going to Avery, so we got to get rid of a card, which is going to be the Rangaroo. Not the biggest of deals for us, if I'm going to be completely honest with everybody, but still a little bit annoying. Let's go ahead and Quick Ball away an Irida real quick to grab out another Rangaroo. Let's play the Rangaroo. Let's concealed cards now. See what we get. Switch and a Palkia VStar. That's pretty not bad. How many energies are here? 2 energies. I could Irida, Capacious Bucket. Let's Irida. Let's grab... Where are you, Kyurem VMAX? No, wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Capacious Bucket. We have the switch. That's awful. That's really bad. Okay. Let's play Capacious Bucket. Grab 2. I need to sub. Oh, I have one in my hand. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was starting to panic because I didn't think I had a Kyurem. We got a Kyurem right here. Do I put it into play now? Yeah, I do. Let's put it into play now. Let's go ahead and use the Oranguru with Primate Wisdom on one of our energies. It was an energy anyway. We use Glaciated World, popping the energy onto our Kyurem, and we will also pop down another energy. We do need to discard 2 energies this turn to take knockout, so you know what? I will. Taking knockout on the Duraladon first, or second turn knockout, really. Not too shabby. We get a training court as well, and a boss's orders, which is great. He has nothing to accelerate on the bench. His Arceus V comes out, and let's see if he has a VStar. Now, if Kyurem stays alive, which it most likely will, we have another energy. We have a Melanie. We have the Oranguru. Like, we have many ways to make this happen, Captain. But it looks like we're going to be getting rid of Inteleon. Oranguru is more important right now than our little Inteleon V. He's going to go ahead and hit the Starbirth. Probably going to be looking for a Path. If I was him, I'd probably look for a Path Marnie. But he might be grabbing Duraladons. You never really know here. So there comes out another Duraladon V and a big charm onto the Arceus. How many? Actually, we could probably take knockout here. I have a bosses. Maybe instead of knocking out this, we pull this out and I knock that out. And then we have the Palkia V Star ready to make a show. Not really. It's all on the Kyurem VMAX right now, isn't it? He takes another 180 hit. I'm trying to think if this is a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and Primate Wisdom away the energy real quick. Get another energy, that's fine. Glaciated World. Pop the energy onto you. Let's pop this energy onto you as well. Because this becomes a problem when it evolves. Can I hit? How much damage can I hit with this? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. I can't knock that out with that, but I could swap it and take knockout there, which I think I might do. I'm going to go ahead and boss's orders out the Duraladon. I'm going to hold on to the choice belt for now. I think I put the training port into play. Grab out an energy. I think I'm going to go ahead and use concealed cards real quick. See what I draw into. We get an energy, an Irida, and a Lost Vacuum, which is pretty great. But we're just going to go ahead and hit Max Frost, discarding 2 more energies to take the knockout once again on the Duraladon V. And they surrender. GG, well played, man. Okay. So we have a pretty good start with Inteleon V. I really like having Inteleon V in the starting because it shuts off all abilities. So if they are running Lost Zone, then we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about any shenanigans, and it's pretty nice. Absolutely nothing. Okay, let's put down the Palkia. Let's play the Battle VIP. Let's grab her out the Rangaroo, not the Rangaroo yet. Let's grab out the Radiant Greninja and the Kyurem. Okay, we are good to go on cards. We are rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and concealed cards real quick. See what we draw into, which is another Kyurem. Let's heavy ball just to see what's in here. We do have another Oranguru. So let's go ahead and put the Oranguru into play. I think I want to put the energy down onto the Palkia right here. I could just put it here, to be honest with you. Let's do that. And then what do we want to do? We could Irida to grab out maybe Let's Irida. Let's grab out the Kyurem VMAX for next turn. And let's grab out, I don't know, Capacious Bucket maybe? Grab out the Capacious. We have the Oranguru. We don't have the Kyurem VMAX yet, so we're not yet accelerating, but we will be hitting next turn. And there's one energy in there, but we'll hold the Training Court for now. And I think that is pretty much it. I think we're done. So we sit on that. So just a reminder, Inteleon V doesn't shut off V Pokemon abilities. So Crobat V, Radiant Greninja, all of those will still have abilities, but all the normal basic Pokemon, the Zigzagoons, the Comfeys, they will all be shut down. So it looks like he's going to scoop soon. Scoop the Zig, right? Puts out the Sobble. Energy searches. He's going to use Keep Calling to fill up the bench right now, which is great for our Palkia VStar. So there's a couple of things we're going to do next turn. First, we're evolving both. Second, we are using Capacious Bucket, Orangaruing away an energy to then use the Glaciated World. And we're just going to hang out. I might put the other Kyurem down as well. So he's going to throw down a Quick Ball real quick. Okay, what does he get? I'm sure he's going to get his main attacker out, right? That makes the most sense to me. Huh. So he grabs out a Mew. And he uses Keep Calling. Okay. All right. This game is not over yet. Let's go ahead and evolve the Kyurem. Let's go ahead and evolve the Palkia. Let's go ahead and Capacious Bucket. Yes. Let's grab out 2 energies. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and Oranguru an energy. Primate Wisdom, 1 energy back into the deck. We will now be Glaciated Worlding. Energy comes out, goes straight to the Inteleon. We will also attach there. We will also pop down a Training Court. Grab out another energy. We will then use Concealed Cards. We put down our other Kyurem, and I believe all I'm really going to do here is use Swirling Slice and attach to the Palkia, so the Palkia is ready to go if he wants to be. And we will take another Kyurem VMAX. So he puts out the Mew. Probably just going to Mysterious Tail and hopefully get away to get a Drizzile. That's my guess. But right now, I'm pretty sure I'm too big to be stopped at this point. I can just keep charging up Inteleon. And then using its ability to charge up my bench Pokemon and just keep taking knockouts. I think that's all we're doing right now. He doesn't even realize we have the Training Court in play, so he uses the Raihan to attach the energy there. Okay. Gonna grab an Evo Incense for Inteleon. Does he have a rare candy or something? There's the rare candy. Okay. Double Shady Dealings. Gets an Air Balloon on a Level Ball. Puts the Air Balloon on the Mew, and he's probably going to Level Ball to grab out a Drizzile. He does grab the Drizzile, so he does get another free search into his deck. I wonder if he puts out this Inteleon, because I can't knock it out here. If he puts out the Inteleon, I think I retreat the Inteleon. But the cool thing is with the Inteleon out, that his Mew doesn't have a way to hurt me right now. Or to use Mysterious Tail, I should say. Right? Yes. So no Mysterious Tail for him. He gets an energy search, pulls out a water energy. He is charging up the Inteleon to attack. Probably switches into it here. Yep. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yep. So we're going to switch into the Palkia VStar next turn to take knockout on the Inteleon. Because we're not just going to give this up for free. That would be silly. We do get a Capacious Bucket, luckily, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and attach an Air Balloon. Go ahead and retreat for the Palkia. Let's go ahead and Training Court this back. So we can go ahead and draw 2 more cards. We get a Melanie and we get a Crobat. Okay, so let's go ahead and Capacious Bucket to grab out 2 energies. I'm going to go ahead and Oranguru one of the energies away. We get another Melanie. I'm going to go ahead and use Glaciated World. And I will now attach to that Kyurem. We will attach to here. Do we have another one in there? We do. We will go ahead and use the Melanie to attach to the Kyurem again. Another Melanie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We will evolve this Kyurem and do Kyurem VMAX as well. And we will just go ahead and take Knockout with Subspace Swell. Now, the Mew can use its tail move. So he does get that, but at least he's not swinging 120 damage per turn. We had to take care of that as fast as possible. And we did what we had to do. So I will probably Ultra Ball the Crobat and the Kyurem next turn to thin out my hand a little bit. We have the energy for the Radiant Greninja, and then we have the Melanie to attach to the Kyurem. And I think we just kind of hold steady, hold fast. And we just keep swinging over and over with Palkia. I wouldn't be surprised if he surrenders soon. And we still have Star Portal as well. Whoa, what an idea I just had. We could take 2 prizes that way. Let's see what he puts out. If he puts out a Sobble, I will consider retreating the Palkia. Nah, he's going to have another Inteleon. Actually, no, he can't. Inteleon is 160 HP. This is only for 90 HP. My bad. Probably grab out the Sobble and the Zigzagoon then. That's all he can grab. Okay. So yeah, so I can Star Portal. Well, I don't have 3 in the discard though. Well, when I retreat this and then concealed cards, I'll have 3 in the discard. I think I'll probably do something like that. Puts down Snorlax, Drizzile, Sobble, Sobble. Do I take out the Drizzile or do I take out this? I think I take out a Drizzile with the energy. Assuming he doesn't evolve here. Does he have any more? Yeah, he can just Raihan, right? He has a training port too. He can use that. Brings in the Snorlax. That's fine. He's going to go ahead and hit the Gormandize, ending his turn, which means that we can very safely do what we want to do. So let me start this by concealing the cards. 1, 2. Another Melanie. We're going to go ahead and retreat here for the Radiant Greninja. I'm going to use the Star Portal. 3 energies all onto the Radiant Greninja. Just like that. We have the Ultra Ball. We can go ahead and Ultra Ball these 2 away to grab out, I don't know, let's grab out another Oranguru. Let's go ahead and Quick Ball away our Kyurem VMAX real quick for nothing. I should have grabbed something else out actually. And I think that's all we really do here. I'm going to hit the Moonlight Shuriken, taking out the Mew as well as this Drizzile with energy on it. And we go ahead and draw. And we get an Irida and a Capacious Bucket. So we can do that again next turn. What we can do is we can go ahead and pull an energy back and then Oranguru back into the deck and then use the Kyurem to put it on the Radiant Greninja and take 2 more prizes with the Radiant Greninja. Wow. What a deck. Unless he can find a way to knock out my Radiant Greninja here. Then we're going to be slowed down a little bit again. But we'll see. All right, so he's going to play down a Clara. He's probably going to grab out that Inteleon. He gets Inteleon and Drizzile. He can't, I don't think he has the ability to accelerate his Inteleon this turn though. Also with 3 retreat costs is pretty heavy. Let's see what he grabs. Probably, well, if he grabs an Air Balloon, he's still missing retreat costs. He needs like a switch and he needs a way to accelerate 1 more energy because he can attach from his hand. And then he needs a way to get 1 more down so he can hit the 120, knocking out the Greninja. Otherwise, it's going to be GG as I take out his Sobble and his Sobble. Or he can even evolve those into Drizziles and I'll still be able to take him out with my Radiant Greninja. Cross Switcher Choice Belt. What a great choice. So he's going to go for the 2 prize knockout on the Inteleon in the back here, I think. But he doesn't have the energy. If he pulls out the Inteleon and he can't take it out that turn, it does have Air Balloon on it. If he puts it on the Palkia, I don't know what to do at that point. Maybe a Irida. All right, so we do lose the training court, unfortunately, for the Magma Basin. There, isn't this only fire Pokemon? Yeah, it's one of their bench fire Pokemon. So it looks like he's going to be charging up this Radiant Charizard, and he's probably going to go for a knockout on something. As if the Radiant Greninja stays alive, I'm happy. The Radiant Greninja and the Oranguru need to stay alive. And one of the Kyurem VMAXs. That's it. He gets 1 energy down. He can hit for 250. This is the only knockout I can see. He's going to go ahead and Drizzile up. Grabs his Scoop Up net. Very good. He's probably going to scoop up the Snorlax, put out the Radiant Charizard. Is he just going to take Radiant Greninja? Wait, he scooped up his Inteleon. What is going on? What is happening? Thought he was going to scoop the Snorlax. Maybe he misclicked or something. I don't know. I do think at this point, this game is pretty much over. Didn't he use Clara this turn? Cross switcher. He's going to grab out the Palkia. We're fine with that. We've already used Star Portal. I'm so happy. Take the... Oh, he barely knocks it out too. I'm down. Take it. Take it, please. Boom, baby. Actually, no. The Empoleon won't shut off the Radiant Charizard. That's fine. He gets 2 prizes, and we put the Radiant Greninja back out. So first off, we're going to go ahead and Capacious Bucket. Grab 2 energies. Oranguru, an energy away to be able to use Glaciated World. Attaching there. Also attaching there. Hitting Moonlight Shuriken for game. GG, well played, brother. Taking both prizes. And it's just as easy as that sometimes. Well played, man. GG. Well, trainers, I knew this deck was good, but I did not expect this deck to get me a 5-win streak. I was literally recording for maybe 30 minutes, and I just blew through every game, and it was amazing. I had a really good time. I really like this deck because it really feels like you're playing Pokemon. I never experienced too bad of a dead draw with this deck. It's nice when a deck lets you actually play the game instead of hoping that you draw well or your opponent draws poorly. So I really do like this deck. This is going on my professor approved decks. I'll probably be using this in tournaments, maybe a little bit. Although I will say the Aggron deck is still my favorite deck. But this deck was very good. If you have the Palkia V-Stars and you have maybe you have that upgraded Calyrex deck I told you about, maybe you should think about converting it into this deck, because I think this works way better than the Calyrex deck. A lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you did in the comments below. Thank you. Well, trainers, thank you for coming by the lab today. My name has been Professor Howie, as always, and I hope you all enjoyed your stay. So, we did it. This is the first video I am recording since we've hit 1,000 subs and have made YouTube partner. So thank you all if you've subscribed. I will be announcing the booster box giveaway shortly, so do stick around for that. It is happening. I'm trying to get everything all lined up to make it happen. It's been a very busy month for me, as you know. But I just can't believe that we got to the 1,000 subscribers in under 6 months. So again, thank you all so much for helping me grow my little channel, sharing it with your friends. And if there's any other competitive Pokemon things you want me to cover, let me know. I'm currently branching a little bit into Pokemon Unite. I want to become the hub of everything for competitive Pokemon, for competitive players, casual players, but I want to encompass everything one day. So we're doing Pokemon TCG. I'm starting to branch into Unite. I would like to branch into the VGC when Scarlet and Violet come out. And I'm tempted. I don't want to. I'm not sure if I should do Pokemon Go, so let me know in the comments below if you think I should also look into doing some Pokemon Go content. And also, I'd love to do other content too. If you guys want to see me do Nuzlocke, let me know. If you guys want to see me, I don't know, play retro formats. If you guys want to see like in real life gameplay where I'm playing my friends or something, just let me know what you guys want to see, and I will do my best to make it happen for you. And just so you all know, I am switching streaming from Twitch to YouTube. I said when I made YouTube partner, I would make the switch from Twitch to YouTube because I just feel better about having everything in one place personally. So if you are subscribed to me on Twitch, sorry, we're switching to YouTube. And if you have a Prime sub and you want to just keep it riding on Twitch, feel free. I love free money, but you could also use it on someone that's actually streaming on Twitch. So that is that, and I think I'm going to call it there. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.